So this is a crazy, crazy thing. And it is something that a lot of people have said, a lot of people have noticed, and now there's like official rankings on it. And it is the fact, it's just showing it officially. We can see how much the WNBA is growing. But before we get onto that, we are doing Hoopsmas. We're going to be uploading 5 videos every single day for the entirety of December. We are 63 subscribers off 40k. If we could somehow hit that by the end of the day, that'd be insane. I don't think we will, but if we could, that would be absolutely insane. But yeah, let's take a look at this right here. The fastest growing brands. Brands are ranked by measuring growth in share of consumers who say they would consider purchasing a brand over the course of the year. Obviously, we've seen this before. We saw this in the, ironically enough, the article where we saw this, people were saying the actual reason is because, the old WNBA fans have really helped improve the like way the leagues looked. And I was like, no, it's literally the rookies. It's the rookies. It's the women's college basketball. It's the Larry Bird, Magic Johnson effect that like people were fans of these people through college all the way, and then they come to the league, and it's like they're building their audience in the NCAA and they're carrying them to the WNBA. That's what's happening. That's ironically something that hasn't really happened in the NBA. These players are building their audience through high school, and that's about it. And a lot of them don't stink, but like underperform in college because they're one and done. But anyway, the WNBA is the highest growth. I don't know what Ben and Jerry's has done to have a big growth. Disney Plus, Smart Water. Is that not just water? Smart Water? YouTube Shorts. Something that I was about to say you'll never see on this channel, but you might see it on this channel. Never say never. But it is very interesting seeing WNBA at number 1. And again, look, it is the Caitlin Clark effect. That's the reality of the situation. It is the Caitlin Clark effect. Realize this is flawed data. No idea. Please share correct rankings. Angel Reese had nothing to do with the growth of the NBA. I mean, she didn't have nothing to do with it. That's crazy, but she had very little to do with it. The fact is that if Caitlin Clark stays in Iowa, this is not, like, they're not top 10. And that's what people don't realize, where it's like, Caitlin Clark, Cameron Brink, all these players do help the growth of the WNBA. Like, to say they haven't helped is just factually incorrect. Because every single player that brings in any amount of fans has helped the growth of the league. I believe there are players that have done more in their power to stunt the growth of the league than help the growth of the league. And heck, they're not the players you think of anyway. Any of the superstars are going to be helping the growth of the league. Let's be real. And the WNBA is well and truly a big sports league. What I would say is it is probably almost at an equivalent popularity of the MLS. It is probably at that level. Like, it's not one of the big 3 sports leagues. She is the lead, the Caitlin Clark effect. Reason number 22 why you shouldn't trust a lot of these stan accounts. Article is flawed. Compare Q1 and Q3. Why is that wrong? Compares the off season to the second half of the regular season. What? Like, that is the logic. But like, you're just like saying, oh, like, is accurate but flawed. But it says would consider purchasing from the brand over the course of a year. That metric might be flawed. But like, I'm sorry, that makes no sense. Like, that is a perfect way where it's like, nobody, when the NBA is not going on, it doesn't change people's opinions of the NBA. The off season, like, if you ask now, like at this point in time, if you ask Q1 2025, you would probably still have the WNBA on top. That makes no sense. Like, you're looking to, but again, at the same time, there might be like a flaw with the criteria, but it's hard to judge the criteria, or it's hard to not judge the criteria. It's hard to find a criteria that will show the exact thing. But Boston needs a team. Boston will not get a team because whoever owns the Sun, the tribe, have said no. They will hold that area hostage. They will have their team forevermore playing right next to 2-year-olds' birthday parties. They'll have a half court for the playoffs because that 2-year-old needs his birthday party. But yeah, so it is a kind of mad one. Like, it does show again just the growth mostly of one player. And I'll say that, like, I've always said it, the NBA or WNBA was growing slightly. It was. No question about it. It was growing slightly, and I don't think anyone can really deny that. But it was the exponential growth caused by number 22 from Indiana that's really caused the boom. And it's a weird one because I think anyone that's embraced that fact has done, like, anyone that's not maybe not even embraced that fact but realized, okay, none of this is going to change, let's just try and make the most of this. And heck, even someone who's trying to be freaking rivals of Caitlin Clark, your Dijonais, that's like, they've made the most of that. And you're even seeing it now with the podcast that Angel Reese is doing, that like, she's moving away, almost away from the rivalry with Caitlin Clark. And realistically, we haven't heard Reese say a bad word since the People Are Watching for Me Too. And like, we're seeing her having success in that regard. We're seeing, I would say, the likes of Sophie Cunningham can charge more for the work they do with the Phoenix Suns right now. We're seeing all of these players getting opportunities that they may not have previously had. We're seeing Aaliyah Boston's face everywhere. And look, Aaliyah Boston is popular. Aaliyah Boston is not one of the top 10 players in the WNBA. She's just not. And her face is everywhere on Adidas. A big reason why? She plays with her. She plays with Caitlin Clark. And everybody can see Aaliyah Boston. Her face is everywhere on the court. So obviously off the court is going to be similar enough. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think it's... Sorry, apologies. I'm in my parents' house and I'm on like a... It's hard to describe what my laptop is resting on. But you guys think that it's just literally this is a flawed metric, the WNBA is not really growing? And I think it is, just among the general public, is that like, if any WNBA is mentioned, to be fair, I'm Irish, we don't have, basketball's not that big. And like, I would always say this, back in Steph Curry's boom, people would always come up to me and start asking me about Steph Curry. Whereas now it's like, during the Caitlin Clark boom, if someone's like, oh, are you still making 2K videos? I'm like, nah, not really. I make kind of NBA and WNBA stuff. Oh, so you're watching Caitlin Clark. Like, that's the thing, is like, she has transcended the sport. And I think she's a big reason people that are fans of her and that are continually fans of Caitlin Clark, the vast majority of them, there is a minority of them that are fans of Caitlin Clark to spite the WNBA, but the vast majority of them are fans of Caitlin Clark and have become fans of the WNBA through that. And I think that's a huge reason for this growth. But anyway, I'll see you guys.